Hello everyone, I'm Emma and welcome back to my channel. A few days ago we got back from our wedding and honeymoon trip and I ended up putting together a little vlog of the journey, but I've done something a little different with it. I wanted to make sure that I was able to be present and not being stressed about getting out the camera and filming when we were trying to just kind of enjoy ourselves, so most of this vlog is going to be done 100 days style, except it's not 100 days, it's 20, but you get what I mean, you'll see. The first couple of days I did actually film kind of normally, so you'll see that soon. But yeah, I thought I'd do something a little bit different with this vlog and I hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, hello! Got a bit of a different background here. We're actually in our hotel at Heathrow. We fly out tomorrow, which is very exciting, and we've just had our COVID test, so we're literally waiting for the results now. Fingers crossed.
Yes, fingers crossed.
My stomach's rumbling, I haven't really eaten. I think I've had like a biscuit all day and it's now, what time is it? It's 2 o'clock. So we've just been to the M&S downstairs in Arrivals for some lunch things. So I've got myself some pasta, got a bacon and egg sandwich for Michael, here you go.
That's me.
And got me some mango because I was craving that. Can't go to an M&S without getting some Percy Pigs, so we've got some little fizzy ones. Of course, some crisps. And then I did also get myself a sandwich for dinner as well. Just because we kind of want to chill in here. We're so tired. We've been traveling for the past like more than 24 hours. So we're kind of exhausted already. But yeah, literally just a case at the moment of waiting for our COVID test, so slightly nervous, but it's going to be fine. We did do tests before we leave and they were negative, so I don't think there's any way anything can go wrong now. Fingers crossed. Doesn't mean I'm not nervous though. I'm going to have to eat my pasta with a teaspoon because I completely forgot to pick up cutlery downstairs, but we'll manage. And now it's about 2:30 in the afternoon. Our flight's not till 12:45 tomorrow, so we've literally got all afternoon to try and occupy ourselves. We've got a hotel room with no windows because we are literally in the airport, so they can't put any windows here. So yeah, we're just gonna try and chill, but I think time's gonna go very slowly. Okay, and here's a quick little hotel room tour. Not much to see, it's a very small room, which is fine, it's cozy. We've got a little tea facilities here and the shower cap that I still need for tomorrow morning. But you'll notice something quite normal missing from this wall. Yeah, this hotel room doesn't have a window, and that's because we're inside the airport. So trying to pass the time for the past few hours has actually been really difficult because we can't even just stare out the window and watch the outside world because there's literally nothing to look at. Anyway, I think it's time to get some sleep. Hello! We finally made it. Oh my god, I'm exhausted. Yeah, I didn't end up vlogging much of the flight in the end because I was a bit of a nervous wreck. But I'll give you a quick hotel room tour in a second. Our friend Dee picked us up from the airport, very thankful. Thank you Dee if you're watching this. And took us to Walgreens as well, and we picked up some essentials and then went to Chick-fil-A and had our very first Chick-fil-A. And it was absolutely incredible. I didn't vlog though because I didn't bring the camera there because I was just too tired to think, really. But here is our hotel room, so we've got 2 big beds. These rooms are so much bigger than the ones we had been staying in. Air conditioning, which is an absolute godsend. A little dining table, and then we've got a fridge and the TV and stuff. Wardrobe over there, and then the bathroom, of course. But yeah, tonight's pretty much just going to be a case of having a nice shower and getting an early night, because, well, it's not that early anymore. Oh no, I suppose it is 9 o'clock. It's 2 AM back home, so it's late for us. But we've got to get up early for our wedding tomorrow. Assuming the marriage license appointment goes okay, I'm sure it will. I don't think there's anything that could possibly go wrong. But yeah, exciting day tomorrow. From this point forward, the rest of the video is going to be 100 days style kind of narrated type video. So yeah, here we go. On day 2, we went to the courthouse to get our marriage license and get married. As we aren't Florida residents, it meant we can get our license and get married the same day without the 3-day waiting period. We didn't want to wear traditional wedding clothes, so we went with Kirby themed colours. So Michael wore a pink shirt, I wore this green dress to match Elflin, and our friend Dee wore an orange shirt as a Waddle Dee. They had a lovely ceremony room, but you can see from these clips that my stomach is extremely bloated to the point where I look pregnant. I was in a lot of pain that day. I even had to run to the bathroom in the middle of the marriage license appointment thing, which was really embarrassing, and it made it look like I was doing an actual runner. But alas, it was just IBS there to derail our special day. Other than my stomach being a bitch, the day went exactly as we hoped. We didn't want a big wedding, we just wanted to be married, so this was honestly perfect. For a celebratory dinner, we went to Outback Steakhouse, but I just wanted to be present and enjoy it, so I didn't film that part. On day 3, we admired the hotel wildlife before grabbing an expensive coffee from the hotel Starbucks, which I drank in the car on the way to the Space Center. The place was super cool. We had a bus tour, we saw some shows, I had this pretty bird ask me for a snack. And we even had a launch experience. A lot of the shows though were super loud, so luckily I had my Loop Experience earplugs with me. Not sponsored, but please sponsor me, I love them so much. These allowed me to hear the details of the shows and still experience it, but not get overwhelmed by all the loudness. I'm ever so grateful for these, honestly. Day 4 was our first Disney day, so we headed to Magic Kingdom by ferry boat. I literally got so excited when I could see the castle in the distance, and then up close, it felt so surreal. Of course, the first thing we did was grab me some Mickey ears, and then caught the rope drop show, which was the perfect thing to start us off. After riding Big Thunder Mountain and Splash Mountain, we headed for an early lunch at the Skipper Canteen, which had these really super cute parrot lights. I had the char siu pork and the boys had the chicken, and you can't really tell from the clips, but the portions were huge. We got on several more rides that afternoon, including being tricked into Space Mountain, which said it was a 30-minute wait but ended up being well over an hour, but it was so worth it. On our way out the park that day, we caught the parade, took an obligatory castle picture in our matching shirts, and went back to the hotel with this amazing wedding gift from Dee. Thank you so much, Dee. After a couple of hours by the pool, we grabbed Popeyes for dinner. The fries were great, but the chicken was just okay, and I rejected the biscuit. Poor Dee was literally waiting like an hour for his food, and we left shortly after witnessing someone get on the spot fired. It was wild. On day 5, we had an early start at Animal Kingdom, which opened at 7:30 AM. This park instantly became one of my favourites because it was super pretty and I love animals. Our first ride was Expedition Everest, which we went on twice in a row because the line was so short, and this was actually my favourite ride by far. After grabbing a popcorn bucket, we went to explore Pandora, which had this beautiful ride, which was lovely and chill, before grabbing some Dole Whip floats whilst we waited for our lightning lane slot for Kilimanjaro Safari. If you go to Animal Kingdom, this safari is something you absolutely must do. You get to see and learn about so many animals. The animals are so comfortable with the safaris that sometimes you get delayed by like a rhino crossing the road or something, but they work off the fact that this is the animal's home and not ours, so they're just letting them live their little lives. After a bit of lunch, we went to see the bird show. It was really cool to see what they taught their birds through positive reinforcement, and during a live training session of a crow untying some shoes, I managed to capture the moment that the crow ran off with the microphone wire and actually broke one of the cast members' mics. But they did a great job of improvising to keep the show going, and it was incredible. On our way out, I had my first Mickey ice cream bar. Back at the hotel, Dee had given us a huge box of snacks, gifted to us by himself and Cyrus. Thanks guys! I'm so excited to try a lot of these things. After chilling at the pool for a while, we ended our day at Disney Springs with dinner at Deluxe Burger. On day 6, our friend Dee had made his way home, so it was just us now. We went to Epcot for the first time, and immediately went to sample some of the fun drinks at Club Cool. The one from Korea was by far my favourite, but I love lychee anything really. As it was the Flower and Garden Festival, the park was looking amazing. And this is what my ears are themed from. The main ride we went on that day was Living with the Land, which took us on a tour of development of growing food, and finding more efficient and environmentally friendly ways to do so. Stardew IRL anyone? We'd also been on Mission Space, which was a space launch simulator, and oh my god, it triggered my motion sickness. By then, our feet were absolutely killing us, so we chilled by the pool for the afternoon and cancelled our fancy meal to order Denny's to our hotel room. Couldn't get any more us if we tried, really. We started day 7 with a Mickey pretzel for breakfast at Hollywood Studios, but the park was so overwhelmingly busy that we hopped over to Magic Kingdom instead, where the lines were a bit less long. We rode the People Mover, which was extra fun because Space Mountain had broken down, which meant all the lights were on and we could actually see it, and we saw the new Tron ride being built. We then took an obligatory ride through It's a Small World, but this is very much a one and done. Day 8 was back at Magic Kingdom again. The castle tunnel was open, so we walked through it on our way to Sleepy Hollow for brunch. I was really excited about this one because I really wanted chicken and waffles for this trip, and this was the place. Michael had the corn dog, which was also good, but the crisps were so bland and nasty, so we headed to the nearest ice cream place for dessert. This was a Coke float for Michael, and I got the special 7 Dwarfs cone. On our way out for the evening, we wanted to get some 50th anniversary merch, so we got Michael a t-shirt, we got this truck, a fridge magnet, and this baseball. I grabbed a pink drink to have by the pool and tried it for the first time. It's good, but it's overrated in my opinion. We wanted to have dinner at Disney Springs, but our reservation wasn't till like 9:30 PM. So we headed to the Coca-Cola bar for some drinks and watched the sunset before heading to Planet Hollywood, completely hangry. The food was good though. By day 9 we were exhausted, so we had a scheduled rest day starting with brunch at IHOP. I got a cheeseburger omelette with pancakes and Michael got a burger. It was so much food though that I had to take most of the omelette back to the hotel for later. I forgot to show this the day before, but we went to pick up a few things from the Disney store at Disney Springs. There was this book from Up, which I planned to use like a scrapbook for all of our adventures. I got a matching t-shirt, the same as Michael's from the other day, along with what is now my favourite hoodie. I just love it so much. There was a mug from Up as well, but I can't find the clip and I haven't unpacked it yet. For dinner, I wanted the rest of my omelette, but I forgot that it would be cold, so I attempted to heat it up with a hairdryer. It didn't really work, but it still tasted okay. I spent the rest of the evening watching Netflix with my earplugs in because it was thundering. On day 10, we were back at Animal Kingdom. My scalp kept getting sunburnt, so we decided it was time to get me a hat before getting fully drenched on Cali River Rapids. We picked up some shaved ice, which, as delicious as it was a real ball ache to eat, to the point where it really wasn't worth it. And then we hopped on the safari once again before grabbing a Starbucks and a late lunch. When we got back to the hotel, we hung out by the pool and then tried the crunchy flamin' hot Cheetos for the first time. Not quite sure about those, really. For dinner, we found what ended up being my favourite place, Checkers. I got some funnel cake fries, chili cheese fries, and this amazing cheesecake sundae. Those anything I've ever had out of the water, highly recommend. On day 11, we went to Typhoon Lagoon, which was a water park, so I didn't film there for obvious reasons. But we did get this cool refillable cup and a large dose of sunburn. And yes, we did wear sunscreen. On our way back, we dropped into Publix where we grabbed some essentials for the room. Mainly because I wasn't wanting to spend loads on coffee every morning and having to hunt for a place to get it every day was getting so annoying. So now I could just make it in the room before we go. We also grabbed some fun snacks, some for whilst we were there, but some also to bring home with us too. Oh, and this everything bagel seasoning, which we can't get in the UK and I've been dying to try. On day 12, I made myself a nice coffee, which was better than anything I could get at the parks, and then waited till the afternoon to head to Magic Kingdom, because we still hadn't seen the fireworks yet. We saw some of the characters whilst waiting for our Lightning Lane slot for Jungle Cruise. We're happy we went on this ride, but our guide was telling some super cringy jokes and then took ages to get us off the boat. But yeah. Anyway, from there, we went on Pirates of the Caribbean, followed by Peter Pan's Flight. We couldn't get a good spot to watch the fireworks show, so we went to Tomorrowland Speedway, and ended up getting our own unique view of them instead. Of course, being super loud, I had my Loop Earplugs in, which meant I could still be aware of my surroundings without being overwhelmed. On day 13, we had another scheduled rest day. We were getting a little homesick, so we tried to move our flights forward a few days. We stayed on hold for 2 hours for them to say they can't help us. Day 14 was a Hollywood Studios day. It was really hot and I forgot my hat, so we picked up this adorable Grogu hat. Turns out it was just tucked into the back of my bag and I had it all along. Oops. Our first ride was the Rock and Roller Coaster, which I think was the only one that goes upside down. It's also a launch coaster and I think our faces say it all. Today's lunch was a Mickey pretzel and some popcorn, and it was off to Hollywood Tower Hotel, which was brilliant. And on our way out we picked up this print for our home. We saw it and we just had to grab it. It was really too hot to think on this day, so we went to cool down by watching the Indiana Jones stunt show, again being saved by my earplugs. On day 15, my stomach kept us prisoner in the hotel room, so I played my Switch and tried to stay hydrated. By this point, I was obsessed with these peanut butter pretzels, and we tried the orange vanilla cream M&Ms, which are amazing. Gutted we don't have these in the UK, I'm obsessed. It started storming that evening, so it was perfect weather to order some Panera. We got this flatbread pizza, but half the topping was stuck to the lid, which was a bit of a rip. And also soup and a bread bowl, which was exactly what we needed today. The storms continued into day 16, so I got my fix of Stardew Valley and we ordered Chipotle. I love me a burrito bowl. On day 17, we headed to Disney Springs where we grabbed a deluxe burger again because it was so damn good and the fries are top tier. We decided to see the new Doctor Strange movie, and we're amazed at the food choice here and the sheer size of the popcorn. The seats here were great. There was so much space and there were recliners, which are also heated, but we didn't use that feature because it's so damn hot. After the movie, we grabbed some fun things from the candy store. This peanut butter fudge, which was great but very sweet. This Mickey Rice Krispie treat, which looked better than it tasted. And this Mickey-shaped cookie, which was as big as my head. Day 18 was a pool day, so we decided to try out Mr. Beast Burger. We were really excited, but we ended up super disappointed. They forgot one box of fries. The chicken sandwich had nearly no chicken in it. And my burger was missing all of the onions, so really it wasn't worth it. On day 19, we headed to the Florida Mall, which had this super cute bubble tea shop. It was so hard not to take home a plushie, but I ordered a brown sugar creme brulee boba, which was amazing. We dropped into Lids so that Michael could pick up a Ray's hat, and then got distracted by this crane game shop. They had loads of cute stuff, but it was the Kirby machine that caught our eye, so we picked up some credits and had a go. We left empty-handed though, and grabbed Philly cheesesteaks for lunch. We hopped in the pool for the last time, and the final dinner was IHOP. I'm really gonna miss these pancakes. Day 20 was home time, so we checked out and headed to the airport for our flight. The past few weeks have absolutely flown by, and we couldn't believe it was over already. But what we weren't prepared for was how horribly uncomfortable the flight ended up being. But 30 hours later, we're back home. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that on day 2 we went to an outlet and I bought this jumper, which I also absolutely adore. But here it is. But yeah, we had the most amazing time, and I'm really grateful for all of it. But also, we are really happy to be back home now. Job situations are about to change as well, so there may be some adjustments to the schedule, but the best place to keep up to date with that is to join the Discord linked in the description if you haven't already. I hope you enjoyed this style of vlog. Like I said, it allowed me to document the trip but still be present in the moment and enjoy it. But yeah, please let me know what you thought in the comments. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!